Look, I know it's super popular to hate on the movie Lightyear, but I kind of like it. But it's not a perfect movie, and it's definitely a missed opportunity. Look, I remember when Lightyear was first announced, I thought that this was a really creative idea to progress the Toy Story franchise without making a Toy Story 5, which obviously we see how that went.
Disney brought him back. They're gonna make him do this till he's 90.
But regardless, like I know some people are saying it's like a cheap soulless cash grab, and well, yeah, it's a franchise, but I think that this was such a unique idea on how to adapt and further things. Like the movie that Andy watched about Buzz, making that a movie, I just think that's so fun. I think that's so interesting. And although I did enjoy Lightyear, like there's some fun to be had, I think what I hate the most is that it's such a missed opportunity. Like there was so much potential behind that movie and that concept and that idea, and it just kind of fell flat. But I have 3 ideas on how I think you could have fixed Lightyear. This is my first one.
I have a laser, and I will use it. You mean the laser that's a light bulb?
Look, I'm not a professional screenwriter. I clearly am not in Hollywood. But I just don't really understand how, like, this movie that's technically supposed to, like, take place releasing in 1995 when the first Toy Story came out and Andy's a kid. I don't understand how they're like, yeah, you know what? Let's basically do Interstellar for kids. Like, what? Like, why are we introducing this time dilation plot? Like, I don't know. It just felt so random and just like this is a kids movie, okay? And not saying that kids movies have to be slop, not saying that it has to just be nonsense and whatever, because Toy Story movies, Pixar movies are known for being not just for kids but for families, right? But like that doesn't mean that it has to have this complicated plot. Like I think a simplified and more streamlined plot allowing the character moments, the world building, and the tone to really amplify and elevate the movie and really carry it would have gone a long way. Like no one's going to the movie Lightyear expecting the plot to be the number one thing about it. You want to see Buzz Lightyear on a fun adventure with a really cool world that like is teased and hinted at throughout the Toy Story movies. Not really Interstellar for children. Okay, this is so little, but genuinely one of my biggest complaints about the movies is the color palette. It's so gray. Like the movie looks so bleh. You're telling me the character who's super colorful with green and a bright white and purple and buttons that are red and blue. This world, like his main, like Zurg is all purple. He shoots a red laser. And this world is so gray. It's so brown. It's so dark. It's so bleh. Like that's not Buzz Lightyear. I just don't feel like that's the world that he would live in terms of the movie that the toy is based off of. Like this was such a missed opportunity to have such bright popping colors. I think of a movie like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 or the Spider-Verse movies. Like those colors pop off the screen, and this movie really could have benefited from really brightening up, because I just feel like that matches the character of Buzz, and because they didn't and it's gray, it just made the movie feel even more boring. Again, I enjoyed the movie, but the color palette brought it down and just made it feel blah. Like it made me want to like it less, even though I'm still somewhat enjoying what I was watching.
You are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity. Farewell.
To me, this is the biggest thing that would have absolutely elevated this movie and changed it. You have a movie that takes place in 1995. Like the movie itself is releasing in 1995. Why does it feel like it came out in 2020 something? Like, that just takes me out of it completely. Like, that Interstellar type plot would have never come out in 1995. The visual style of the movie just doesn't feel like it came out in 1995. Lean into that nostalgic feel. Like, I think that this should have felt like a classic, almost cheesy and corny sci-fi adventure. Like, make it feel like the original Star Wars movies. Make it feel like Star Trek. Make it feel like Flash Gordon. Like, I think that this Buzz Lightyear movie should have felt like it came out in 1995 and been a celebration of those old classic sci-fi movies. And I just don't understand what happened. Like, how was that misaligned? Like, the character of Buzz in the Toy Story movies feels like he's from that era, feels like he's from that time. And then it just doesn't necessarily translate to the Lightyear movie, and really would have elevated this movie to be something so different for Pixar movies. The 2020s is an era defined by nostalgia and reboots and legacy sequels and things like that. Like, this is a creative way to not just do something cheap like a recycled movie, but like, hey, how can we use nostalgia for a storytelling purpose by celebrating and paying homage to those past sci-fi movies that really paved the way for a character like Buzz Lightyear. That kind of tone and grand and classic feel to the movie just would have been so good and really made the movie special. So, what do you think? Did I fix Lightyear? Would this have made that movie like 10 times better for you? I know it would have for me. I know it would have fixed a lot of my issues with it. And I think that I would be able to hold it to that upper echelon of the first 3 Toy Story movies. Not you, Toy Story 4. I hate you and I'll never forgive you. But I think Lightyear with these fixes could have been up there with the first 3 Toy Story movies. But hey, let me know in the comments. Do you like these ideas? Do you have any ideas that would have made the movie better? Please let me know in the comments. And also, if you have any prayer requests, I would love to be praying for you. So please leave that in the comments as well. Deuskies, homies.
Thank you.